Decisive, instinctive and lethal, all without even firing a single bullet. That's what this group of 70 soldiers are training to be. And it's not just about equipping themselves with self-defense techniques, because when faced with conflicts of aggression, knowing how to execute close combat training or CCT is what stands between killing and getting killed. Comprising of techniques from martial art forms such as Aikido, Krav Maga, Taekwondo, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, CCT was said to have been developed during World War II as a simple but effective method of fighting without a weapon.
CCT replaced unarmed combat because CCT comprises of different aspects of martial arts which unarmed combat didn't cover, such as locks and holds, and how to fight with your rifle and weapon, which is more relevant for the soldiers who are going to war and doing operations today. Close combat training will enable the soldiers to dare to strike first and strike hard in a situation that they have to kill or be killed.
While the right moves are integral to the success of a takedown, confidence and the innate ability to defend oneself and subdue the aggressor are just as important in close combat training. Often, when faced with a situation of aggression, we're left with only our instincts to protect us. With CCT, soldiers are prepared to act instinctively in these situations.
Okay, when the enemy runs out of ammo and charges at you, you won't think of your training. But because of the training you did, all your reflexes and instincts are there. So you will, somehow or other, you throw your enemy in the ground and attack him. So this will always survive better.
Recruits start off with basic training, and by the end of their 2 years of national service, all combat troops will complete the intermediate and advanced close combat training levels.
Through all this training, it has built up my confidence on how to execute more tougher and more complex techniques on how to overcome our opponent. So from the basic ones such as punches, it moved on to locks, and finally, through all those training, I have gained confidence on how to throw an opponent whenever the need comes.
But even though fully trained soldiers are equipped with moves that can kill, the use of CCT techniques are kept only for situations when soldiers have no other choice but to execute them. And now, we're going to show you some moves that the SCF trains its soldiers in.
These techniques can be used for people of smaller sizes and people of bigger sizes. Okay, so the small guy can defend himself against the bigger guy. Right, so the first technique is called the bar lock. Okay, first for a demonstration. Right, bar lock, ready, and go! Okay, so the bar lock is a technique that you can use to take someone down with the minimal effort from the smaller person to bring a bigger guy down. Okay, so for the bar lock, step 1, what you have to do, shoot out and catch his hand and pull it behind his back. Right, then step 2, shoot your hand up and grab his collar, like so. Make sure his hand is over your hand and your arm is kept straight. Right? Step 3, you will push his hand in and crank his shoulder joint, forcing him to go down. Step 4, as you push the hand closer to the head, the person will automatically go down. The knife attacks are a very common form of aggression because it's very easily accessible. What if somebody comes and threatens you with a knife in a small confined area? Defense against knife threat, ready, hands up. Up. When someone threatens you with a knife in a small confined area, first, look as if you're about to comply so that you can catch him off guard with a block punch to the face. Remember to shift your body out of the line of attack from the knife. Next, execute an outward rotation that will bring the enemy down to the ground. Finish off with the hammer lock and disarm your opponent. Stop! Stay! Right, the last technique that I'm going to teach you is how to get yourself out of a bear hug from behind. Ready? Release from overarm grasp. Ready, and go! Okay, now for the step-by-step on how to do the final technique. Right, firstly, when the aggressor hugs you from behind, kick out your right leg immediately and slap him in the groin. This will make him loosen his grip on you. Next, step outside his body frame and hold on to his arm. Flip him over your leg and throw him to the ground. Finally, to incapacitate your enemy, pull his arm straight and break his elbow.
And that wraps up this episode on close combat training. And we hope it's helped you understand more about this form of combat. And even though you now know some useful CCT moves, always remember that the best offense is a strong defense.